make a lot of money.
For sure you
You can
can.
make a lot of money,
In any industry.
but you also spend a lot of money. That's
For
what you
what?
don't understand. What do you mean for what?
For what?
I remember that talk clearly. What I was talking about is that I know a bunch of people in this industry that's been in it for a very long time, and at the end of the day, I think they made a lot of money, but they haven't really invested it or kept it. They were spending it frivolously on cars and vacations and trips and everything else. 20 years in the Vancouver market, the real estate has been really, really good, and some of these guys are making 6 figures, some even 7 figures a year, but they thought the money would always come in. Now in a slowdown like this, and they have no savings, they're hurting.
But nevertheless, one of the reasons why I want to switch is because I want to start kind of diversifying.
You want an exit strategy is what you want.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's what you, come on.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've come to a point where maybe that's what I need.
Yeah.
I just need to
thing.
start focusing on something else that inspires
I don't
me.
understand why some brokers are in this business for 20 years and they hate it. Right?
It's not that I hate it. I used
No,
to
not
love
you.
it.
I'm not talking about you. I know a lot of other
But
ones
things
that's
change.
been in it for
Industry
a long time.
changes.
They haven't invested a single penny or saved anything. If they did that, if they did,
They could retire.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I say
agree.
10. If you work your ass off 10 years in this industry in a good market,
and you
can
save money?
chill.
Absolutely.
After that, you can actually reinvest.
I agree.
If you know how to manage your money properly, and you're not buying all this stuff that you don't need, you can bank some of that. And within 10 years, I think there should be more than enough money for you to start investing somewhere else. Becoming a private lender, lending your money out, investing in other things besides real estate, maybe stock market, maybe in other companies, or later on, working 10 years and enjoying for the rest of your life.
Change. I need to grow, and I find that at this point, the investor side is in my alley, right? I'm not
Yeah, I love that side. Yeah, it's a good exit for brokers, right? If they go with the money and they save it in 5 to 10 years, they can net out pretty decent money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then reinvest that and go do something.
Yeah, if you were living somewhere else in Vancouver, all my money, I've only managed to save. It's living in downtown, living in kids, owning a home, owning a car, all these expenses add up. So you can't really.
But a home is a
save.
lot of equity, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So that's my
So
strategy.
once that sells off, that's a lot of cash there.
Exactly.
Or if there's a big line of credit against that, right? And then you can use that. You can use that to lend out. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get a comment based on this. Someone's gonna complain, well, you don't understand, Vancouver's so expensive, New York's so expensive, LA's so expensive. Yeah, I know it's expensive, but still, it all comes down to how much you can put away instead of, sure, you can have real estate costs, you can have rent costs, you can have the cost of business, you can have food and everything else. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the other stuff that you're spending your money on.
You can make a lot of money.
For sure you
You can
can.
make a lot of money,
In any industry.
but you also spend a lot of money. That's
For
what you
what?
don't understand. What do you mean for what?
For what?
Okay,
Guess
I'm
what?
going to explain to you something.
Yeah, you can explain to me all day long.
I have never had so many expenses moving here.
Yeah.
Make a lot of money, but I spend a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
in everything.
Or can you come back?
Okay, just going to give you an example.
Yeah.
I did my highlights yesterday. I
Yeah.
paid close to $300.
I got my
And that's
highlights for free.
That's because we're in Vancouver.
Yeah.
This would cost me $80 anywhere else in Canada. Just giving you an example. Internet, $100, $50 somewhere. So all these things add up, right? Never paid so many expenses making, but I spending. It's like a wheel. The more you make, the more you spend. So how can you save up 10% of your income?
Yeah. See, we can cut back on. That's what it comes down to, right? Do you need that bottle of wine or the glass of wine over dinner, right?
Do you need that purse every single year? Do you need that, Lexus, or can you get by with the Toyota? I'm talking about savings like that.
Or phone, like $120. How is it 120? In Europe, everybody's paying 15.
Yeah, those are two different
But that
areas.
doesn't
You
matter.
can't.
In US, give me an example of US. US is the same thing.
U.S. is a different beast.
Okay, because
US has 300 million
But that's
people.
exactly it.
Technology is coming from there.
Yes, I know, but you know why? Because there's competition. Here
Yeah.
there isn't competition,
there's
and that's always been like that. There's no competition.
But that's one thing. There's other sides here. I would I've been to Montreal.
But I refuse now
I
to
think
pay.
Montreal groceries are so much more expensive than here.
You find?
Oh yeah, I think it's so much
Depends
more
where you
expensive
go.
there.
I don't know.
It's the same as here. Depends where you go. If you go to Cole Harbour and go to Urban Fair there,
Really?
you're spending crazy amounts,
Yes,
right?
I agree.
Versus going to Safeway just 2 blocks, well,
No, I
3
agree,
4
but
blocks.
still, it's
So
much
you gotta
higher.
you gotta
It's
know.
much higher.
I find the only thing cheap in Montreal was the real estate, and I find everything else expensive. Versus Vancouver, where I find in Vancouver where the real estate is expensive.
Montreal?
Yeah, I was in downtown
Yeah,
Montreal.
well, that's why.
I was downtown Vancouver here.
No, but it's different.
No, it's not different.
Yes, it's different. It's different. No.
I find going out of Montreal is so much expensive than going out of Vancouver.
You know, who knows, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 years from now, that those little savings become $1 million, $2 million. That's what I'm trying to get at. We just did a video recently. Well, we've done a lot of videos on real estate. So there's one where I talk about is home ownership versus rent. Is it worth it? Another one is Vancouver real estate market. You can check all that out on YouTube, LinkedIn, and also on Facebook, where I go a little more in depth on saving and on real estate market. You know, at the end of the day, if you've been in an industry like mortgage brokering or real estate and the commissions are so high in certain parts of the world, and in 20 years you're not banking, there's a problem. I think you can bank at least $1 million within 20 years in this business if you work your butt off.